Each of us is a strand to be spun into the story of Velen. You should seek out the spinner, Marwan. He can tell us how this story began and where it should end.
I was beginning to think you wouldn't make it. I've already begun Aranias' story. You must enter the story in order to help her. The island of Silitar.
I'm so glad you could come. My parents will be back tonight, and I was afraid I'd have to face them alone again.
Her parents returned after the attack on the farm, and brought with them the people they considered their daughter's only hope, the Veiled Heritants. You'll find a change of clothes in the guest bedroom off the Great Hall. Then, go to Aranias in the garden.
You look good. How do you feel? There are so many people. And look, it's High Kin Lady Estri. Why is she here? I bet my parents want me to show off my powers. I thought they were bringing me a teacher or something. Hesitant? I hate this, and they've got something particular they want to see. Would you do me a favor and find out? Mingle among them, eavesdrop. Find out what they've planned for me. I'm not sure yet. They'll probably want another statue raised from the ground. My parents treat that like a party trick, and this is a party after all. But the way they're talking, it sounds more dangerous, and I'm a bit worried, to be honest. You asked me this before, silly. I don't know, but when I think about changing things around me, my thoughts come true. Remember when that merchant ship sank? I'd lifted the ground out of the ocean. I just forgot to lower it again.
Her parents invited me to witness her powers firsthand. She lifted the ground up under my very feet. Her demonstration today will not be one of skill, but of character.
Onder has one of the little beggars in the field, away from the house. Aranias will demonstrate her talents on the other. Her demonstration will determine how we employ her talents. I don't believe we've met. I prefer to keep it that way.
Her parents did right to come to me. Only I can help the poor thing.
I'm afraid this one is about to die. I didn't realize how frail Bosma were. Not this goblin-faced meat-eater, his wife. Wait a minute. You're not with the Heritants?
They took my wife. They will give her to the witch, the rock witch. The land will kill her. They said the land...
You killed Ander? That's not supposed to happen. Oh, don't worry. It was an entertaining twist, to be sure. But sadly, as real as it may seem, this is just a story. In real life, you were not there to kill Ander. He has had considerable time to grow in power, and his temper has not gotten any longer, if you understand me. It seems the Veiled Heritants have sent him after Aranias to ensure she kills the Wilderking, or dies if she fails. I met him. He wanted to get into this story, but he wouldn't ask nicely. But there's nothing we can do about that right now. We have a story to finish. Aranias' big moment is about to arrive. You should go to her. In the garden. She's been commanded to kill the wife of this Bosma. You should hurry to her. She faced this alone last time.
This creature is no different from those who burned your farm. Please. Aranias, my child, raise the ground up to trap this animal.
Please let us go.
Aranias, do you remember how helpless you were when your farm burned? Good. Good. Now tear this animal apart.
This is my test. If I can take the life of this girl, it means that I am willing to make the necessary sacrifices. What about the Bosma who attacked my island? What were they, Dominion ambassadors? A peace mission? If I refuse to kill this Bosma, then what? I'll be alone again. The Rock Witch of Silitar, a monster for fairy tales. You're here with me now, but what about later? No, that's not it. I must trust myself. Believe I can do what's right. I don't need anyone, you or the Veiled Heritants, to guide me. I am stronger than this. I won't murder an innocent to prove I can, no matter who demands it. The Veiled Heritants won't control my destiny, I will. I can do this, and I shall. No, I won't do it!
You were a fine character, most enjoyable, and it looks like you made quite an impression on Aranias. As one story ends, another reaches its climax. Our little bit of mischief was a success. Because of you, Aranias may very well betray her masters to defend the Wilderking. Truly, I hope we never need change a story so extensively again. Though we spinners can do so, it's usually better to let a tale conclude on its own. Usually. Venturing into the story of Aranias' past has sown the seeds of her transformation, but they have yet to sprout. Even now, she and Ander blaze a trail of destruction toward the Wilderking's throne. Their intention is to destroy him. Preserving his life may be impossible at this point, but you must try. Without him, the Valenwood will rage out of control. The only hope lies with Aranias and with you. Go to Greenheart and follow the trail of fire to the Wilderking's throne.
Do you know how to read?
I am called Sumeriel. I am one of the Hollow. We live to serve the Wilderking, who is our god, our creator. I ask you if you can read, because I have this book, which is supposed to tell the true story of the Wilderking, and of my creation. I can read it, but I am afraid to. I am not like the other Hollow. I can question my existence. I can believe or not believe. What if the book reveals something about the Hollow, our purpose? I might crack and splinter from within. It must be done, and I would be most grateful. You should know that who or whatever wrote this book bound it to the Labyrinth. To traverse one, you need the other. This book holds a single passage only. The words for the next passage will appear once you have opened the book. Follow them. They will transport you to a point deeper into the Labyrinth, then settle on the page and create another passage. I have roamed this land since before many of these trees were seeds. In that time, I have wanted to know how I came to be. Yet here you stand with the answer, and I hesitate, uncertain. I am unsure what I will regret more, knowing or never knowing the truth. Forgive my indecision. Please, continue. I felt this to be true. What of me? Did the book speak of how I became? Please, tell me more. All of what you have told me, I somehow knew. I felt it to be true. I hoped it would be true. I will no longer dread the unknown. You have lifted darkness out of me. Thank you. I am their most beloved. I can feel that.
Rest now, my love. It's all right. At least we're here. The memories of youth are the treasures of old age. Savor them, and those who share them. They'll fade, but they're as sweet as sun's dusk ale while they last. Tongues of Xarxis. I sound like a pedantic old fool, don't I? Forgive me. Yes, ignore my nostalgic nonsense. It's just an attempt to pretend my musty past is worth something more than it is. Getting old isn't easy. My dear Marilia is passing. We came to see the flowers, but they don't seem to grow here anymore. I don't know. Nereid Smile, they're called. So blue, so beautiful. There must be some nearby, but I'm too old to hunt them down. I wonder, though, if you see any, could you gather some seeds? I could sow them here, for old time's sake. You are generous to humor two silly old men, but those seeds would mean so much to us. When we were young, we used to sneak away from the clan and come here to be together. Lying here among the Nereid Smile, it seemed like we had forever. Not unless you can turn back time. No. To be honest, we've lived for many years more than either of us expected, but our time has finally come. Nothing can forestall my husband's death now, nor mine, which I expect will follow soon after.
It won't be long now. Even without the flowers. I'm glad we came. Being in this place, with Hartman, this is how I want my final moments to be. Be wary. The Wilderking's influence ebbs, even here in Greenheart. The spirits of the forest are confused and angry, even my brethren. They will attack you with no provocation.